Right, so you are the goalkeeper for Barbados, is that correct?
Yeah. Yes, I am.
The little research I did on you beforehand also suggests that you are the captain.
Yeah, I was the captain from about 2000 and let's say around 10. Yeah, so I've been the captain since then. I had fantastic teams that I've captained so far. Some guys that I pretty much look down to, or I should say, I'm the mentor for them. Some of them I actually look up to because seeing where they started and where they have come so far, it was good to see them on that journey. You know, when they're down bottom and they just came straight up to the top and turned into good gentlemen. You know, family guys I could call on if I needed any assistance. You know, it's not only about the hockey on the field, but off the field. These guys that I've met throughout my time, you know, they're like family, they're like brothers now.
So that's for the national team. Do you have a club that you play for on the islands? Do you play?
Yes, I do play for Vitamin All Stars. They were the club that I would have played from the initial stages after leaving secondary school. Um, they have been a part of my life in terms of my growth so far. When I first made the national team, the senior national team, I had about 3 or 4 guys on the club that made that process for me very easy. You know, just to come into the team. Nerves did step in, but they were just telling me all the time, just play like you're home in Barbados on the field. You know, just don't overthink the situation because then you'll make mistakes. Just breathe in, breathe out, and they made the transition from club to national very easy. They made it very easy.
What town is Vitamin All Stars based in?
Barbados is a very small country, like 166 square miles. We are divided into parishes, and Baltimore All Stars, we're pretty much located in St. Michael. So everybody's pretty close. Um, we have 1 or 2 teams out in the countryside, but as I said, you could actually drive around Barbados in about 3 hours or so.
I suppose it makes travelling to away games quite easy.
Everything is played at one field. That's the whole thing about it. We have one major pitch, sand-based pitch now. So everything is in that area whenever we have games scheduled. Everybody's pretty much there just waiting to play. So it's a nice vibe, you know. You get to sit down and talk with your friends that you haven't seen for the whole week, have a drink, have a rum, and go out. You play the games first and then have the drinks or have a rum. But it's a nice close knit family, you know, everybody, you know, you do have your rivalries, but after the games, you know, you just sit down, you talk and get ready. We only play hockey once a week at that location. There's no lights right now, but we make the most of what we have, and that's what we've been doing for the years. So far, we've just been making the most of what we have, and that's pretty much it.
With one pitch on the island, how does
Mhm.
that? How do you work training out between all the clubs? How many clubs are there in Barbados, by the way?
There are about 12 clubs. Every club has a home. So let's say my club, we're located in St. Michael, yes, but we have like a playing ground. So every club will have a playing ground, which is like a savanna, a pasture. We call it a pasture in Barbados. So you could just go to that ground. It's a grass field. So you would practice on that field. But then when it comes to the first division games or the premiership games, we all go to the turf and then play on the turf.
Okay. So who are the rivals? Who's your
Uh,
main rivals in the league?
well, right now, I'll have to say the university team, they have a very good program now for about 5 years now. They've been rising to the top. They have a couple of players that have gone overseas and then they came back into the squad and they've really made the team, progress as a team. Is no one individual. They actually play pretty good, decent team hockey. So I would have to say the UE. That there's some rivals, and then there's the Comamere. Yes, I did go to school at Comamere, but I went on to a club called All Stars, and there's the Comamere Old Scholars. So those most of those guys on that team, those were like good friends too that I would have played with at Comamere. So whenever I do play against them, it's almost like, yeah, you're playing your old school. My wife, she is a Comamerian also, and she plays for the Old Scholars. So some people that ask her, like, who are you going to be representing today? You're representing Andre or the school. But the best answer she always says is, she just wants to see good hockey. So I can live with that.
So how do the All Stars do in the league? Are you up there?
Yeah, we're doing pretty good. We always compete. In 2018, we won all three titles. We won the Premiership League, we won the Knockout League, and then we won the Masters. That was my first year playing Masters, also first or second year playing Masters. We actually have a very good team. We have quite a few guys on the national team too. So we are able to, just fill in the slots, guys, play around those guys. Um, some of these same guys that are on the national team now, as I'm the oldest guy on the squad, the national squad. I've seen these guys come out from junior level hockey and seen them progress into the players that they are today.